Hey sheep, Pastor Jay here from Know the Truth. I'm guessing you've heard of the Bible? It's the founding text of a little something known as Christianity, and the founding document of this great country we call America. I pretty much read this book about 8 hours a day. In fact, it's the only book that I ever read. King James Version, of course. In this video, I'm going to give you some of my favorite facts that are contained within this book. Just remember that these are not my interpretations. God interpreted this all for me. Fact number 1. God owns a spaceship. In the book of Ezekiel, the Bible mentions a big flying spaceship. The scene starts with a narrator in exile, just chilling by the riverside, when suddenly the heavens open and a frightening contraption descends. A monstrous thing of wheels within wheels and lots of fire. In fact, God's spaceship is mentioned throughout the Bible, if you read it within context, or if you take it out of context. Specifically in the story that talks about Christ's birth. That star? God's spaceship. So why does God need a spaceship, you ask? Because if you saw him in all of his glory, you'd be sent straight to hell. Fact number 2. The Tower of Babel was a weapon of mass destruction. We all know the story of the Tower of Babel. A giant structure built by men in an attempt to reach the heavens. Actually, it was a rocket-designed hydrogen bomb designed by Nimrod. He wanted to destroy any meteorites that God threw at them via his city-sized spaceship. I mentioned in a previous video that Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by a meteorite. Now, how did we come to this conclusion? We took evidence from Sodom and Gomorrah, we took scriptures from the Bible, and we filled in the gaps where we needed to. How were they able to build a weapon of mass destruction, you ask? Easy. Ancient beings had left behind a pile of super mega missiles that humanity stumbled upon and decided to use. Why did God destroy the weapon of Babel? They were actually secretly planning to use it to attack God. Nobody hides secrets from Yahweh. Fact number 3. Jesus called Barack Obama Satan. Well, Obama is Satan. As a warmongering socialist, he's clearly got a few problems. Luke chapter 10 verse 18 fully reads, "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." Now if you translate that sentence into Hebrew, the words lightning and heaven become Bark and Bama. Jesus basically states that the 44th president of the United States of America is Satan. Fact number 4. The Bible is actually a computer program. There is a mathematical code that's embedded in the original Hebrew of the Bible. It was encoded with a time lock to stop people from opening it until the late 20th century. Whoever cracks that code will have the key to unlocking the cryptogram of the universe. In other words, the universe is a giant computer and the Bible is an ancient program that will give us absolute control over it. So how do we go about using this superpowered program? Well, things are already in motion. Christian scientists have been looking through the Bible for clues, and by their calculations, the code should be cracked sometime in the year 2153, the year that Jesus will return, give or take 20 years. Fact number 5. Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed by a nuclear bomb / meteor. There are two conflicting theories on this. My theory, the right one, is that God sent out a meteor to destroy both cities because he hated gay people. He still does, by the way. The second theory centers around the idea that ancient aliens were involved in the middle of a civil war, and one side decided to unleash nuclear death on the other. Lot, the sole survivor of the attack, was an alien spy who was saved when his masters told him to leave the strike zone. His wife was turned to salt by the force of the blast, and the resultant fallout actually explains the Dead Sea and the general aridity of the region. Fact number 6. Jesus invented the internet. Ask anybody on the internet today who's responsible for inventing it, and they're gonna rightfully answer Al Gore. But it turns out that the former vice president was stretching the truth a little bit when he made that claim. The truth is, the first person to actually dream up the internet was none other than Jesus. Let me explain. The idea isn't that Jesus literally built the internet. That would be silly. He just predicted it with unerring accuracy. And look at the parable of the net. It's a fisherman-based story in Matthew that functions as an allegory for the final judgment. The truth is, it's actually predicting the internet, because the net is 1990s slang for the internet, so that counts. Fact number 7. The Bible contains evidence of time travel. The Bible not only mentions time travel, it shows you how to abuse it. God actually invented time travel, then gave the power to Hitler, specifically so he could go back to the early pioneer days and murder early white settlers. Hitler hated white people. Fact number 8. Noah came from Mars. Now, since I've covered this before, I won't go too much into detail, but if you watch my video where I give a scathing review on the book Bedtime Bible Stories, I lay it all out for you. Fact number 9. The Garden of Eden is hidden under Kansas City, and it's inhabited by Nazis. People have wasted a lot of time and energy trying to find the location of the Garden of Eden. I say wasted because people have been looking in the wrong places. I sent a few members of my church on a mission to find this holy place some time ago, and guess what? They have found it. By the way, the rumors rumors are true, it is still guarded by an immortal being wielding a sword of fire. But it's all for a show. He's actually kind of a nice guy. I haven't really met him in person, but he's just a blast to be around. Anyway, they found it 800 miles below a town that I will not name in Kansas. In addition to housing Nazis, it's also inhabited by a secret alien race. But they're not Christian and they're going to hell too. Fact number 10. Jesus was a space monster. Historical religious leader, son of God, and meddlesome end-time prophet. Was a human-alien hybrid placed on planet Earth by intergalactic warlords to teach us humans about futuristic technology. The missing 30 years of Jesus' life was spent on the mothership learning how to control us humans. And there's some more to that, but there's a lot more. Thanks for watching.